All right, we're live for our final session of the Because Life Can't Wait Telesummit, and it has been so much fun. It's been so awesome to speak with all my friends, really. I just had just like a party with all my friends who have been able to come share some awesome info. Get connected. We got connected again, like with just chatting while sharing really cool stuff. So I'm just so happy to have been able to do this, to celebrate the laptop lifestyle and to celebrate my 10 years since quitting my job. And my final guest is Nicole Dean. And I want to just say thank you so much for being here and welcome.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, it's been really cool. I just kind of threw this event together, honestly, for you guys watching, but I wanted to do it on Facebook Live just because of the short notice. I just thought of this. I thought I can't let 10 years go by uncelebrated in some way, and it's turned out to be just a lot of really helpful info, and my friends have really delivered that, and I'm so appreciative of it. So I've been sharing how I know everybody who's been part of this event so far, and a lot of the people who I've had on as guests have been people I've known for many, many years, since sometime around 2004. The last speaker was Kelly McCausey, who started that group I told you guys about. It was a mastermind group for moms called Mom Mastermind, and Nicole and I were both members of that group, I think, right from the beginning. Did you join right away, Nicole? I think you did.
In 2004.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of the original members, but I was pretty close afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, and I remember I joined up a few times. So one of the times after I joined back in again, I guess, I just remember, so I've mentioned this to you quite a few times, but I just remember when I got into the group, I got this private message, and those, you didn't get a lot of those like you do on Facebook now. Everybody gets them all the time. It was like, woohoo, I got a message. And Nicole messaged me and asked me, if I needed anything, or if I wanted to interview her about her business, and she just started the connection and the friendship right away. And I'm so grateful for Nicole and all of the people who've been part of this event. But that's how we met. That's, I think, probably one of the first interactions we had, and then just being part of that group, seeing you grow over the years, and getting to learn from you. Nicole is also my coach, so I get to learn from her a lot, and she is an awesome coach, and I so appreciate you being there to help me grow my business. So that's how I know Nicole.
Oh, you give me goosebumps. I love you. I love you, and I'm so proud of you. I just think I look back and I look at both of us now, and it's like, dang, yes. We've worked very hard, and we've also built really incredible things. So
we have, and I love you back, and it's so cool to have you as the wrap up for this session, because you chose this spot, and it's a perfect spot for you. So I want to invite people to share this event as well. You can actually share this video itself, so you can go ahead and click share, but make sure you use the hashtag #LaptopLifer, in the top description, so that I know you shared it here on Facebook. And I am giving away a 3-month membership to the Laptop Lifestyle Business Club for one person who I see in those hashtags. So make sure you share it, and you can share this video. You can make your own post. You can share the link to the Because Life Can't Wait sign up page, so that people get, the follow-up messages about the videos and the free gifts, so you can let people know however you like. Just make sure you share it. Make sure you give us likes and hearts and all that stuff. So Nicole, you can't see people in the group, but we've already gotten hearts and likes, and we've got some people saying Deb is excited she gets to hear the live session, so I guess she wasn't able to make too many of those, and Elizabeth said hello. So we do have people in there already, and we are sorry, I totally got distracted. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. So I just want you to go ahead and introduce yourself so that you can let people know about your business and about what you do and your website and all of that good stuff.
Oh, sure. I'm Nicole Dean, as I was introduced. And I do a lot of things, but I specialize in helping people to make their business, their life, and the world more awesome. Specifically through tiny tweaks. I mean, we don't want to create a whole lot of work. We just want to optimize what we've got. So making your business more profitable, making your life happier by creating a business that supports your lifestyle, your laptop lifestyle dreams, and also making sure that we're making the world a better place in the process, because as our influence grows, our impact can grow, and we've got more power to do that. And our voice is out there, our platform's out there. We make connections with amazing people, and it's incredibly powerful. And I like to encourage people to make the world a better place every chance they get and make a lot of money. So that's my main business. I also specialize in helping female entrepreneurs through beachpreneurs.com. We hold retreats and houses at the beach on the Gulf of Mexico, and Angela will be there at this next one. So I'm really excited about that too. We've had 7 of those retreats and they've been amazing, magical. And then I also help coaches, business coaches, to create passive income, which is what we're going to be talking about today.
Yay, passive income. Awesome. That is your topic for today. So we have, every speaker has a topic, and they've been just so great, and we've been running through them and just sharing some really, really awesome points about each session. No one has talked about passive income yet, though, and so you are the right person for this topic, because I know that you know it.
Yes.
You know it well.
I live it.
Exactly. Yeah. And so passive income streams for profit and peace is how you described today's session. And I think the first thing we should talk about is, what is passive income? Because it seems like an obvious thing, but I think people get a little confused about what can actually happen with passive income. So let's talk about that.
Well, some people say passive income is income that you get 24/7 without having to do anything ever. And it's not quite like that. It's earning you money, ongoing, but you also do have to be touching it in order to get the most income from it. So there's active income, which would be like having client work or directly doing something that's going to get you paid at that time. And then passive income is the kind where you don't just get paid once, but you can get paid for months, years, and even decades down the road. Because I do have sites that I've set up over 10 years ago that I'm still making money from. And some of them I really haven't touched in years, and that's not how I would recommend doing it, but it just goes to show that it works. I'm not making a lot on those that I haven't touched in 10 years. I mean, we'll be realistic, but it does go to show that that money can continue to come in. And when we talk about passive income online, that's what I specialize in, because there are other types of passive income, like, investing in the stock market and in real estate and all kinds of things. And people can understand those. But when we get into the online stuff, I think that's where it gets really fun.
Yeah. It does. And, as my coach, I have been learning a lot more about it. I mean, I've always known about passive income, but until you start to really put it into practice as a habit, you don't realize how much more you could be doing with passive income. So I think even if you think passive income, make sure you're still listening, because you can always do more, I think. I mean, it's not that you don't necessarily need to only do passive income, right?
Right.
What are the reasons? Like, what's the reason why, if you could just do passive income and it's like all this automated or all of these things that come in after you do the initial work, why do you think people still want to do other kinds of income?
Well, I do. I mean, I like to have both kinds because I like income and I want to make money. So it just makes sense to have a combination of the two to me. I mean, you're building the passive income stream so that you do see those you've made money, you've made money. And I know we've done the happy dance a few times when you've had different funnels that you've set up and then you started to promote them and you're like, it's working. I'm getting sales on the back end. I'm like, yes, it is. And let's multiply that now. But I like to have a combination of the two. And I mean, this would be considered an active marketing, an active project because we're on here right now. But when it's done, then guess what? It's still going to be a funnel that you can continue to promote with lots of monetization built in throughout to have that passive income too. But the work is being done actively right now. And I think it's important to have both. I mean, I do coaching and it's not because I need the money, it's because I enjoy it and I'm very picky with who I work with. And so it also helps me to keep my finger on the pulse of what are the problems of somebody at this level. I mean, Angela is very successful and I want to know what, you might be struggling with. So therefore I can be doing the active work coaching you. And at the same time, I'm getting paid for research to think, oh, I should create a passive income product to solve that problem. So they do work really, really well together. And I don't mind taking on consulting or coaching clients as long as I'm very clear in knowing what I'm a yes to and what I'm a no to. So since I only work with people who have integrity and ethics, that are making the web and the world a better place, that are building community and creating awesome quality, I'm happy to get up and to connect with those people every day. That makes me happy. If I was not in alignment with what was a clear yes, then I'd be miserable. And I had that in the past, so I know I would be miserable. So I like having a combination personally.
Yeah, I think me too. I definitely think that's really important. And I think that it's very different once you've got the passive income built up and then you add coaching clients versus being a coach who's kind of just booked solid and you might not think you have room for doing these other things, but then there's a different scale, right, from one end to the other.
Exactly. But I do believe very strongly, and it is my wish that every entrepreneur starts to build in passive income streams, whether you're a virtual assistant, whether you're an author, a speaker, a blogger, whatever, building in passive income streams from day one. A web designer. I mean, some of my coaching clients are web designers, and I'm like, okay, what are your recurring and passive income streams? And they're like, well, I don't really have any. It's like, that's a problem, because if you need to be not working because of a good reason or a bad reason, like you might want to go on vacation and the whole time not be thinking, oh man, I'm not making any money, or worse, being on vacation with your laptop and your headset, which is not cool. So having those passive income streams is really important. Or if something bad does happen and you can't work and you need to have enough money to at least be paying your expenses each month. And that's my first goal, is to start building enough passive income streams that your mortgage is covered, your health insurance is covered, your food bill is covered, things like that, so that if for some reason you're not able to work, the passive income streams keep you from going under real quick. So it helps you sleep at night, I think. And that's why I think every entrepreneur, service provider, otherwise, needs passive income streams.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And I don't think that you can't add them in, or there's nothing for you to promote, because I think once you set your mind to thinking about that, you really see a lot of things open up. And like you said, you definitely want to build that in and have that available to you, because it's there. It's a possible
in every niche too. It's hard to find a niche or a market where you can't incorporate some passive income. Some are easier than others, but there's always a way.
Awesome. So we kind of already covered this. There's 3 things we said we were going to cover in this session, and I'll just mention each one just to make sure we do cover them. But we covered a little bit. You mentioned a couple of different types of businesses and the ones that you're passionate about, like helping service providers like virtual assistants and web designers. Yeah. So who should consider adding passive income streams to their business? Those service businesses, for sure.
Absolutely.
any other kind of business that we should mention, or
Well, I think any type of online entrepreneur. I mean, if you're an entrepreneur and you're a solo provider, you're a solopreneur, then definitely have some passive income, because it is security, it is flexibility, and it is freedom. So there's not really a lot. I can't think of anywhere I wouldn't want passive income built in. I mean, if you're working at a job too, still think about ways you can get some passive income, whether you're investing in a 401k, or you start doing something online. I mean, look into those options.
Yeah, and that brings up a good point that I think would help like solidify the whole thing. You mentioned this session, like where we're going through, and I've invited all these speakers, and I actually created a funnel at the same time I created this event. So many people who have gone through this, they've probably, well, everybody who's gone through the opt-in has seen an offer that I made. And so once this is done, as you said, people are going to be able to continue to consume this, and they could continue to go through my opt-in and be offered the product that I made specifically about, getting started in the laptop lifestyle. And that's an example, like a solid example of a passive income stream where, as long as I'm getting people to that opt-in form, that is going to keep converting into sales.
Right.
So I guess my point is, and my question is, do you have any other examples of just how could someone create passive income? Because we're talking about, you should do it, but what is a simple thing someone who is maybe not used to doing it at all, how could they get started?
Right. And let's back up just a little bit, because your funnel incorporates a lot of different types of passive income. I mean, you've got the opt-in, where somebody opts in to sign up and get access to these recordings, or the live event, and then it will be the recordings. As soon as they sign up, then they see the offer for the $7 product, which a lot of people were smart and grabbed because it's awesome. And then each speaker has a freebie, that some of those are affiliate links where you'll make money if people buy things going through those funnels too. And because you're building your list, now you have people that you can stay in touch with, let them know about your new blog posts that'll be monetized, let them know about your new products that are monetized. I mean, this is a very nicely laid out funnel. You did a really good job on it, and it's going to grow your business not just this month but ongoing, because new people are learning about all the awesome things that you have available. So it's sweet. Some other forms of passive income obviously are digital products. A lot of people are doing things like on Amazon Kindle or print. So journals and coloring books and written books, fiction, nonfiction. There's children's books. There are tons of different types of passive income there. That it's not passive because you still have to market it. You can't just load books up on Amazon and go, okay, great, now I'm going to be a millionaire. Because while that can happen, if Amazon decides to just love you, usually you've got to give them the first push and be telling people about your stuff. But that is a great form of passive income. But again, that would be just one part of it, because you'd want to make sure that you're building your funnels around that. So when you came out with a new, whatever it is that you're doing, a new journal or a new coloring book, you can tell people about that are signed up for your list. You can blog about it. You can blog on other people's sites and just promote it everywhere. So that's one. Of course, digital coaching programs and digital downloads, webinars. Evergreen webinars can be huge for passive income. Those are awesome. There's a ton of different things. Actually, the freebie that I gave you gives a lot of good ideas too in it. So that'll, I know we're kind of skimming over types of passive income really fast. So that does give a lot more information. But membership sites, especially if you have other people coming on that are experts that can help you teach, then you're not doing all the work yourself. So many possibilities.
And one of the things that you do that I've noticed over the years and that I love, and I think that, really, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it really adds to passive income. It's just these little things that you might not think would add up, or you might not even think are worth the effort, like a little link to an affiliate product in a product download that you have, or a link within a product, in all of these little things that add up as you get more customers, as you get more people seeing your stuff. Something that you did, like 5 months ago, but now 500 people may have seen it over that time, or something you did a year ago or 2 years ago, like you said, over a number of years. All of these things that, I'm before probably thought they're not worth my time, or it's not going to work, or it's just like insignificant. A fellow member of a group the group we were in was saying, if you think you're too small to make an impact, you've never been in bed with a mosquito or something. Like maybe these are like little mosquitoes that are all over, which I don't like that analogy, but we're not implanting mosquitoes. But the point is, it's like little small pieces of offers that are all over the place, and I've seen you do that a lot.
Man, you never know what's going to take off either. That's the funniest thing, is I can do a blog post and like forget about it, and then all of a sudden I'm getting ping notifications of sales coming in, and I'm like, where are those coming from? And then I go back and I'm like, oh, that blog post I did 2 years ago suddenly got some love, and now all of a sudden a bunch of people saw it and clicked on that link in there and bought. So I never really know what's going to happen until it happens. That's why I always just figure it's, you look at the ROI, the return on investment, and sometimes you just don't know. But if it's like a 2-minute thing, I just go for it and do it, especially if it has a potential for long-term income. Why not?
That's awesome. I love it. So we've covered why passive income. That's the second point on there. I think we've covered that pretty good. I mean, it's a good thing to have. I mean, ultimately, right? It's a good thing to have, to cover those things if you get sick. I mean, is there anything else to add to that about why?
Well, to me, I mean, that's my Luke. He was coming over to say hi. I've been online for a while now, like we said, 2004, and so 13 years. And in that time, a lot of things have changed in my life. A lot of things have come up, and knowing that I have that income has really kept me sane through some of the bad things. And it's my wish for everybody that they have something like that is their safety net, because when people are just making enough to get by and they don't have savings and they don't have that extra money laying around, then if all of your income stops real quick, then there's nothing. There's no, and if you don't have family or somebody to turn to, then that's not good. So yes, passive income. And I didn't mention my other love of my life, which is recurring income. And sometimes passive and recurring income, where they meet, it's just magic. So if you can find like an affiliate program that's recurring, like Angela has one, and I have one,
Nicole has one,
then when you promote those and you get people into those programs and they stay for years, then you're earning that money every month. If it's a good affiliate program, then you're earning that money every month, and that can build up over time. So it's all good stuff. All good stuff. If you've got a funnel that leads to membership, then woohoo!
Well, I actually do, and that was in the end piece of the whole session. I do have an offer for everybody within my funnel as well. So I did that. I must be learning from someone smart.
Yeah, you must be.
We did see Luke. He was just behind you a minute ago.
I think he's about to bark, so I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I think that everyone listening, if you could just get started with passive income, you won't be sorry about that. I
thought he was going to behave, but then he was over there whining. I'm like, oh, if he barks, it's going to be loud.
Nope. So we're good. He didn't bark. I was telling people they should get started if they can get started with just one thing, and don't wait, because that was your final point. How to get started and why later is never a good time.
Well, if you don't start for a year, then that's a year where you're not making any passive income. So why wait when you can start making passive income sooner than later? Especially if it's recurring. I mean, if you're building a recurring, I'm still getting paid from an affiliate program that I promoted back in 2005. I get paid every 2 weeks, and it's an item that people don't cancel regularly. They stick. So, I mean, if I had waited till now, I would have missed out on tens of thousands of dollars. For why, when I could do it back then and still be making the money now. So yeah.
Yeah, and we covered how to get started, and you said as well the free gift is going to give you guys a lot of info on that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really have covered everything that you wanted to talk about today. So I have a surprise question for you, and it's a really easy one. It's super easy. And also, I just wanted to see if you had anything to add as a final thought, and as well to just share about the gift that you have for everyone who's listening, and tell us about that.
All right. Did you have the final question for me first, or?
Nope, that's after.
Nope.
That's the final thing.
All right. So the free gift I have is 5 ways to 10x your income in the next 90 days. And it's a series of videos that shows how to get coaching clients if you don't have any, or streamline that with a free gift. How to use planners to plan out your business, to lay things out, or to create opt-ins. How to create digital products, how to get recurring income, how to build your list, if I haven't said that one yet, and how to have retreats in beautiful locations like I do, at the beach or in the mountains or at a winery or so much spa. Yeah. I'm looking at going to Italy in September to somebody's retreat, and I'm thinking, yeah, this retreat business is pretty fun stuff. Get paid to go hang out in beautiful places.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So thank you so much for that gift. I think that everybody should grab it, and I will be posting the link to that as in the top section of this video, as I do with all of the other sessions. And I just have to update all of those for today because we did session after session. But all the links will be there, and then there's also going to be a file in this group that will just stay there as long as the gifts are valid until they're no longer available. But you can grab that way as well. So that is awesome. And the surprise question is easy. I'm having fun telling people there's a surprise question and seeing which way they react, if they look scared or excited. Because some people are like, yay, a surprise. And other people are like, what's happening here? So this is it. Why do you love the laptop lifestyle?
Oh my gosh, because travel, because life, because travel. My tattoo says travel. Because my children, because my health, because everything. Oh my gosh. And I'm different. I know that, you say I have the laptop lifestyle, but I tend to not so much, because I don't open my laptop when I travel, because I do have systems and things in place where when I'm away from when I'm not working, I'm not working. So I don't tend to bring my laptop places. And when I do, like when I'm in Latvia with my grandbaby, or when I went to Costa Rica for 10 days, I didn't even open my laptop. When I was in Ireland, I didn't open my laptop. I tend to not when I go places and when I'm trying to experience things. I might check email on my phone, every other day, but I don't have a laptop lifestyle in the way that I think some people think of the term. I tend to set up systems, delegation, and pure focus on profitable activities. But I do have a team that keeps things running so that I don't have to be so busy. But I love the laptop lifestyle because I really truly can get away from my desk whenever I want, and I can go to yoga, and my daughter's going to be she's in a lot of theater shows, so I can drive her around or take her where she needs to be whenever she needs to go, and I love it. I love it, and it's all been by design, and I couldn't be more fortunate.
That's awesome. That's an awesome answer, and I love hearing everybody's answer. And I mean, maybe I need to make sure people do understand what I mean by the laptop lifestyle, because for me, it just means I only have a laptop. That's all I work from. And to me, a laptop lifestyle means I can take that and work at the coffee shop. I'm still in my work mode. So I can't wait till I get to the point where, my team is working away and I'm going, I go on vacations and stuff, but in the same way you do. But even though that's not my current, when I go on vacation, I don't work.
Right.
But I still consider the laptop lifestyle just the ability to move around and be free in your business. And you absolutely have that. You're, like you said, be able to go with your daughter and do the things you want to do, choosing the things you want to do when you want to do them. And that is what it means to me. Yeah, it means freedom. And that's definitely what I mean by it. So awesome. And this is the final session of the Because Life Can't Wait Telesummit. And thank you, all of you, for attending. Thank you, Nicole, for being the final speaker. And, thanks for helping me celebrate my 10-year quit-anniversary, as our friend Cindy Bitar calls it. Gotta give her a shout out when I use that term, because I didn't make it up. And it's really clever. I don't know if she made it up. Yeah, she's awesome too. I should have. We should have more people because there's more awesome people to talk to. So that is a wrap on this Telesummit. Anything else? I did all the things that are on my list. So we are done. Thank you again, Nicole. Thank you, everybody. Give us some hearts and likes. Share with the hashtag Laptop Lifer, because you can still win till the end of the day. And then I'll draw two. I'll share tomorrow. 2 people who I've picked for the free 3-month membership of the club. Yay. Make sure you check out Nicole's freebie and all the other speakers' free gifts. And thanks again. Lots of hearts and likes. Holy moly, it's like all going across the screen now. So, all right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.